Hey guys, I'll be right with you. I had to switch some stuff here. Sorry about that. It's always something at the outstart, at the outset. Okay, I got it. Hope you can hear me well. I just wanted to continue looking through some Darwyn Cooke art that I was shown in my last stream, and I also might be joining Ethan's auction stream if he has it. I thought he was doing it earlier. I was ready to go, and then it looks like he did I guess his trash cast type show, and I guess he'll be going on later. If he is, I'm gonna be there. I definitely want to see if I can sell some original art. One thing I might not sell on his show. Not that he can handle it, but I think some others may not be comfortable in doing it. I have this drawing of Hitler's mustache. If anyone is interested, let me know here. This is Hitler's mustache, and you tell me who that is, because that's what he's relegated himself to these days. If anyone's interested, let me know. I believe it's 11 by 14, I believe. Pencil, ink, India ink. And if anyone's interested, again, let me know. So let me go through a little more Darwyn Cooke art. Yeah, I think this is Lois Lane, or could it be Green Lantern's girl? I'm not sure. I think Lois Lane. I think it is. Let me look through here. Fury. I think Toad says something. Make it so simple you can't cheat. Make it so simple you can't cheat. I love that. And this is that in spades. It's really just beautifully done. It doesn't need more than it has, with some nice texture behind, like watercolors, and a great lighting too. Hello, Stormtrooper Julian Caesar. How are you? I'm just going through a little more Darwyn Cooke art that I think something glitched the old day and it just froze my photo stream. Very cool. Darwyn Cooke draws the man with no name. That's awesome. It resembles him in a very stylized manner. Very, very, very cool. Woo, zombie boy. Yeah, this is Justice League, I guess, from a New Frontier. Pretty cool. It's a little blurry here, but I just love that image. I think it's very strong. Look at that. Boom, boom. The sharp cuts on his bone structure, on his cheekbones. And then just a little blur of smoke there. Very nice. And the blue, the white, and the black. Very effective. It's so funny. I've been talking about how he gets a little too cutesy sometimes, and I mentioned that he did that in New Frontier. We made like round face for Superman without the square jaw, without the chiseled cheekbones, and that's a little more that way here, but it's still a big, square jaw with that Captain Marvel type squint. This is fun. Yeah, I guess that's penciled by Darwyn Cooke and inked by Mike Allred. I had a run with Mike Allred a number of years ago. I think after I won the contest. I don't know what it was. He was the way I would put it is this: he seemed like he was reproachful of the situation, meaning he would like to support it, but can't because of the crowd he runs with, and so on. I think he's a decent guy. I really do. I just think that he was. I don't know how I got in touch with him, but I don't know if he reached out to me, but something. It was like he felt a little bad. I think about not being able to, from his position, support it publicly. I think that's what it may have been. I think it's what if I remember correctly, it was a while back. I mean, it'll be 10 years in 2 months that that they came to kill us at that event. This is very nicely done. The colors are just really nice, subtle as hell. Dave Stewart, and he probably did the cover as well. He's one of the finest, I think, mainstream colorists out there, period, working today. And he mixes it up. He does great, great texture. He understands. Look at this. Look at the dust, the tone. I think that's after the fact. That's an after effect. That's not what Cook was drawn there. That's pretty good too. Yeah, very, very good. He drew a little leaner than he did in. That's very good too. Oops. Okay. Very, very good. Great placement of a color for the lighting. I love the. I love that. I always love that look. You know, I did that for. I did that here. Let me just show you quick. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me get this out of here. Okay. I did that here. I've done it before, but table for one with the gray wash and stuff. But I just did that here, and I just love the way it looks. That strong light, you know, right there. Boom, hitting that front. That's from the art lamp. Boom, 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 boom. I love that look. It's very, very. I love that kind of lighting. I think it's awesome. Let me go back to Darwyn Cooke. Here, you know, you can see it. It's just on the side, the front, just really glowing on his Stormtrooper. Julie says there, Kelsey draws similar. Does he? Huh? Is the volume low, guys? Let me see if it is. It's all the way up, Mike. It's all the way up. You tell me. Huh. It's all the way up, Mike. I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you're having the same problem that Mike is, because I do want to come through. So Stormtrooper, Julian Caesar, Kelsey, Shandon. I've seen a little of his work. I got the Nexus. I haven't had a chance to finish it, but I think you're just talking softly. Okay, Zombie Boy. Okay. I guess, you know, do I angle it up a little more? Okay, DJ Grave Mix. Thanks, community guys. Yeah, I might be joining Ethan on the auction stream if he has it. I think he said he was gonna have it later. I don't know exactly when, 6 or 7. I think he said. I'm just going through some Darwyn Cooke Art, guys. I'm just gonna pick up where I left off yesterday. Mainly the art. There are some pages I have also from Slam Bradley. I'm gonna look at, you know, a few of those here and there, but not. It's a whole, you know, I guess story. I'm not gonna do that the entire thing here, but it's pretty damn cool. Slam Bradley. I forgot who this character was, but also one thing I'm gonna come across here, which I gotta say, I was really, when I first heard about it, I was very excited, and then sorry guys, I got a little chapped. I heard he was working on something. Revengeance. Darwyn Cooke, he was gonna write pencil ink, you know, probably letter as well. This crime story, and I think he died not that long after he announced it. He died in 2016. I think that was supposed to be released 2015, but he probably was just too sick to work on it. But I would have gotten it. 1 second, guys. I want to make sure this is all good. It says it's all good. Are you guys fans of Darwyn Cooke? Yeah, that's a little too cutesy for me in terms of Daredevil. Plus, he didn't bother putting all the crimson black, you know, around it. Okay. Stormtrooper Julian Caesar says about Kelsey Shannon. His style looks very similar. I thought these were his drawings at first. Interesting. I think he stylized clearly. Some of those images I saw from Nexus, it looked really nice. I think Ethan was like, he said that they look like Toth-esque, like Alex Toth. Really good stuff. I just haven't seen enough of it. This is just rock solid, cartooning here. Very, very stylized, not skimping on any necessary details. Everything looks just solid. That's from New Frontier. DJ Grave Mix says, "Are you listening on Bluetooth mic? I had the same issue with my earbuds the other day. Disconnected, reconnected, and it fixed it. And it fixed it." Yeah, this is a Flash, Barry Allen. He looks like a child. Even more so in the actual series. Whatever reason, he's a happy-go-lucky character, relatively speaking, to Batman and stuff. But still, that's very cool. Great ink work. Great brush work. And again, guys, I'm going to show you something that I'm not going to show tonight because, again, Ethan was resistant about showing certain things, I guess, tonight, and he wanted to get them out of the way on the show. So, if you guys will be going on Ethan's what do you call it, auction, I got something here that maybe might not fit the auction, but this is my drawing of. You guys tell me. You guys tell me who that is. He's relegated himself to being Hitler's mustache. And I have this drawing if anyone's interested. It's something fun. I did a little while back, and I think it's funny. You guys tell me who it is and why I say that he is now. His position is that he wants to be Hitler's mustache. So I'm not going to show. I'm not going to put this out tonight on the auction stream because, again, I think Ethan got some stuff out of the way, like the Hitler doll, because he doesn't want some of the guys being made uncomfortable. I mean, all they want to do is sell their art. They don't want to get into politics. Hail, Mike. Praetor. How's it going? What's up? What up? Remember that? What's up? Lord Tapman's Comics. The Parker Martini Oversized Slipcase editions are beautiful books. Absolutely beautiful. I showed them off last night, Lord Tapman's Comics. Those end drawings that he has of all the actors who played Parker in some form or other. Maybe they weren't even called Parker at times, but they were just loose adaptations. I mean, they were far more representational than Cook's usual work, but they were eye-openers. Check out this one drawing Cook did of Sean Connery as James Bond. It's fantastic. He's against his, I guess, Aston Martin in there, and it's really well done. It's based on a picture, but his version is very stylized. It's very stylized. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to show that. I'm sorry, I thought I was showing the thing, but this is something I'm not going to show tonight on the auction stream if it does go on after all. But if you guys are interested, something fun that I did after Kanye was going off on his Hitler love, I said, all right, you've relegated yourself to being Hitler's mustache, dummy. And that's what he's done. It's something pretty unique. If you guys are interested, let me know. I'm going to get back to showing a little of Darwyn Cooke, and I'll get back to you guys here. I skipped a few here, actually. I thought I was showing the share screen. Okay. Yes, Praetor, it's Ye, as Sean Allen says, or Kanye. Yeah. And the dummy basically now is like, he thinks, he has the kind of money, the fuck you money that can have him say, I love Hitler, yay Hitler, and not affect him in any way. I don't think anyone wants to be associated with him in any capacity. And, cancel culture, he blamed the Jews for canceling him. The dummy canceled himself. I mean, he's really stupid, really stupid. And it's not that it just insults Jews and pisses off Jews if he says that he loves Hitler. It pisses off anyone who likes human life, who likes good, who's opposed to evil. Anyone out there who likes Hitler is a piece of shit. You guys are. I mean, it's not just because he killed Jews. It's just that he's a monster who human life didn't mean shit to him. It's like it's all invading countries, targeting Jews for extermination, killing others, trying to take over the world. But the idea is that, well, if you don't like Hitler, then it's because you won't be because you're defensive about Jews. No, no, dummy. It's so pathetic, so pathetic. This is a moment from New Frontier. Another moment from New Frontier. I think maybe not. Maybe not. But look, here's the cutesy stuff that I was talking about, where the chin is non-existent there. It's a round head. I don't like that stuff. I just don't. He got a little too cute at times. I love that. Lettering Batman. That's what Tote did on one comic that I drew as well. I just don't like that. That's very good. Grandpa memes. Mike says, pray. Tell me how you pronounce that. Praetor 7. Maybe that's the way. I knew a guy whose legal given name was actually Mike Hunt. Lord Tapman's comics, such a shame he passed, but Darwyn Cooke, it is, man. The guy was great. He could do it all. Write pencil, ink, letter, color, paint, draw very realistic, representational when he wanted to, and then draw very, very, very stylized. And he was like Kirby-esque, Toth-esque, a lot of stuff, but ultimately he was just Darwyn Cooke in the end. And he loved comics, loved them, and it's tragic, absolutely tragic. I was talking about, excuse me, guys. I was talking about something that I didn't finish yesterday. Darwyn Cooke was at a conference, a convention I don't know when it was actually. I don't know, 2010, 11, maybe 12, maybe later. Anyway, he's talking and he talks about how one of his dream projects is to adapt the Fountainhead, something that I've wanted to adapt for years and finally have an opportunity to. And he said he wants to make it into like a coffee table book and all that. He was already thinking in terms of how it would look after the fact, in terms of even it as a quote unquote product. And then he feels a need, this is my assumption, feels a need to placate the audience and say about Ayn Rand, well, she was a bitch, but it's like, all right, bro, you're telling me that your dream project is to adapt this woman's graphic novel. I mean, this woman's novel into a graphic novel, and you feel the need to just slag her like that. I mean, I didn't like that shit at all, at all. If it's such a dream for you, what the hell? Show the woman that you want to adapt a little respect. I know you probably were, again, placating the dumb crowd at a Boston convention, but still pissed me off. Slam Bradley, look at that stuff, man. Look at that, all that character work right there. Yeah. Praetor 7, yeah, the no chin stuff is weird. It is, man. I don't get it. John Reed Jr. did that as well when he got a chance to do what was it? It was Batman with Scott Snyder with the Two-Face story. Some reason he gave him like very small chin. It's like, God damn it, guys, at least for Batman, lantern it up. Make that big jaw, big chin. Don't make a tiny chin. Look stupid. Mike Hunt says Jesse Owens said he felt more welcome in Germany than in the USA. FDR didn't even congratulate him. Did he say that? Maybe by the German people in the audience, possibly, but not by Hitler and that whole crew. So maybe you're trying to say something with that, Mike, but anyway. Praetor7 says, I think you pronounce it fine. Okay, Praetor is what I usually think. I've also heard Praetor. Okay, thanks. Praetor is fine. Lord Tapman's Comic says, I need to pick up the new Frontier Absolute Edition. Does anyone know if that book is printed with matte paper? I don't know myself, Lord Tapman. I got the I thought about getting the big one, and the book never, as someone noted yesterday, it never got me the way, Dark Knight or even Watchmen on that level of impact. And it was a little, in terms of quoting a politician. I don't care if he liked him, JFK. The whole finish of the graphic novel is like a quote by JFK. He's a goddamn politician. Who gives a shit what he says? Take some philosopher, take some writer, take someone worthwhile. Our founders, if you're gonna talk about politicians, okay. Our founders, maybe. A goddamn sleazy politician like JFK, who is better than today's Democrats, but still was a compromised guy. He absolutely was. Better than them, sure. But, any man who's a whore like that, I mean, could be easily compromised with our enemies. Absolutely can be. And maybe was. This is what I was going to mention, guys. This was, I guess, proposed series. Who was going to? This was for Entertainment Weekly, I guess. I don't know who was going to publish it, but it was Darwyn Cooke, 3-part miniseries starting in 2015. He died a year later. That was going to, God damn it, he was going to do a crime story. That's what it looks like here, to me at least. You got a dead body there on the ground, blood. You have a shadow on this guy's back. Eye bag there, or black eye, dropping a cigarette. Everything's just done really, really well. Great color too. Pretty simple, flat colors more or less. Revengeance would have been awesome. It would have been awesome. It probably would have been. I just we'll never see it. We will never see it. That's some strong stuff there. Lord Tapman's Comics, I love the slipcase editions. Me too, man. They're so beautiful. I got the Absolute Dark Knight one. Unfortunately, you're stuck with Dark Knight Strikes Back in there. It diminishes it. It really does. I got the slipcase for All-Star Superman, Absolute Watchmen, Absolute Batman Year One, The Killing Joke. I got a number of those beautiful books. And then I got all the, well, not all of them. I got a number of artist editions from Alex Toth to Frank Miller's Sin City, Dark Knight Returns, Amazing Spider-Man, John Romita Sr., the comic strip, Daredevil Born Again, Dave Mazzucchelli, artist edition, the artist edition of Batman Year One. And then I got this interesting one, and I'll show you guys because I haven't. Maybe some of you haven't seen this. I just love this opening here. Let me show you guys. 1 second. It'll be a little tight, but this is Daniel Klaus. And the inside front cover is awesome. Check this out. It's him at work, like a ghost. How cool is that? I think it's beautifully done. If you don't know, he did Ghost World, a number of comics, some good, some not so good. But the guy is a serious, he's a quirky artist, no doubt. But he's a serious cartoonist. And I love those art books. I absolutely love them. I think they're fantastic. All right, guys, let me do this. Let me get back to showing a little more Darwyn Cooke and check out your comments. Asian, the old time outlaw says, I guess you meant to say, I just got Metropolitan volume, and that's on matte paper. It's gorgeous. Asian old time outlaw says, give a like, chat. If you can do that, guys, I would appreciate it. and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I would appreciate it. And I guess you follow me on X because this is running through X and YouTube. Thanks, guys. Lord Tapman says, "How is Trans Metropolitan Story?" I don't personally. I don't know. I know that I got at least an issue or two. It looked interesting. I just don't remember too much about it. Asian the Time Outlaw says, "It's great. I've been waiting years for it. They stopped reprinting when Warren Ellis year." Right, right. Okay. That's right, Asian. Oh, okay. That's why. I see. Yep. Yeah. Lower Tapman's comics. I enjoyed Warren Ellis' Planetary. Thought the art was fantastic. It was. John Cassidy was really doing probably the best work of his career on there. Astonishing X-Men was good, but I think his Planetary with Warren Ellis was probably strongest. And then I saw some stuff not that long ago. It was a little off. I got to say, it was not that good. John Cassidy. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was a style choice. Lord Tapman's comics love Klaus' art. Yeah, he's very good. I mean, he's weird, quirky, strange, odd, definitely, and then damn good at the same time. And you could tell a story. And those, that I was looking through, these artist books. I guess I had it at some kind of store, and I like Klaus, and I like okay, and I'm looking, and I pop open that first thing, and I look through the rest. I say, okay, the book almost sells itself. And again, I got the Sin City one, which is fantastic. I also have this oversized edition. It's not an art. It's not an art book. It's a Ditko. Ditko is amazing. It's as huge as the art books, but it's just choice issues from that run that he did with Stan Lee, and just oversized, and it's beautiful. I love it. The biggest one, I think, the biggest ones are of my books are the Sin City, the Daniel Clowes, and the Ditko is amazing. Batman Year One is slightly smaller. But that, I mean, it's a stunning piece of work. The Batman Year One, just absolutely stunning. So yeah, guys, I just want to show you one more time to those who missed it. Ethan should be doing an auction tonight. Let me see if he's scheduled it. Let's see. I know he mentioned it earlier today. No schedule yet, but if anyone might be interested in something, I'm not going to show it tonight because again, he was reluctant to, I think, have guys on who he sold his Boba Fett, Hitler, you know, doll action figure. So I'm just gonna, if you guys are interested in something here, I think it's funny. I got a kick out of it. It's Kanye West, who's relegated himself to just being Hitler's mustache. He can't get enough of Hitler. It's like, all right. So I put him where he belongs, right under Hitler's nose, I think it's fitting. And let me go through a few more Darwyn Cooke stuff here. And I'll read some comments after, guys. Let me just go through a few more. Yeah, man, this is very, very retro. Even the color. You see those dot colors on there. It's just fun. Really fun. Very old school Wonder Woman. Is this a redrawing of something back in the day? I don't know. I guess this as well, yeah. The Condemned Batman. This looks like it fits right into those old Batman cartoons. I mean, comic books. Wow, look at this. It looks really like it's from back then. The color also. Except the lighting is pretty damn good here. The coloring there, I don't know if they had them back then, where it was really nicely placed. And that's the same Slam Bradley. Okay, I think from here, if I'm not mistaken, this is all comic art Slam Bradley. Yeah, I'll just do some choice pages. Like, I mean, that's a good face, man. Looks like hamburger meat. You got rocked. It's really good. And I think Cameron Stewart inked it. I think he did. Okay, full artwork by Darwyn Cooke here and here. Okay, good. I know Cameron Stewart did that. I was on some kind of a forum years ago. Cameron Stewart was there, and he was an asshole, just flat out. And then I heard about him being Me Too'd, and that's the kind of guy who always gets Me Too'd. The guy who basically tries to talk it up and be the nicest guy and the most offended about anything, and then he ends up Me Too'd. It's almost always the case, almost. And you got some real bastards in there too, sure, no doubt. But anyway, I'm gonna pull up. Hey, pull up, man. I'm gonna pull up my. 1 second, guys. Pull up my campaign, guys. If you're those who haven't yet backed it, let me try to give you some reasons to maybe try. I crossed 190 last night, 190 backers. I was able to do, I think, a dozen in the last few days, which is awesome. If you guys let me pitch this, and then I'll get back to some of the comments. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to see where we're at in terms of the. Okay. I'm assuming we're gonna do the art auction. Yeah, so this is my Pigman comic book. In short, it's the Islamic background of twins comes to the forefront of their lives on 9/11, which is echoed by the comic book within, Pigman versus Super Jihad. That's the short take on it. And I have I think 8 pages and this image, which is a page because that's from the comic, even though I added some text there. That's when he lays eyes on Osama bin Laden the first time. And Osama bin Laden knows about his pigskin leather, which he, as I always say, he wears pigskin leather in order to exploit the Islamic enemy's bigotry. It never stops being funny to me. But what was I going to say? So Osama bin Laden, when he shoots him in the back, Pigman, twice, and Pigman's like, oh, it hurts him, even though he's bulletproof. The suit, at least, hurts him. So he turns around and goes, you. And then Osama bin Laden says, I'll shoot. I swear. Don't touch me. Because of the pigskin leather. And this is the opening, the first 2 pages, the second page, I believe. And then I show, if you guys don't know, this is 2 stories in one. It's the, I'll show you, here's a story about twins, Killian Duke and Salam Duka. This is a recovered Muslim, born-again Muslim. And then that's Pigman, who's also an ex-Muslim, recovered Muslim, and that's Super Jihad, his good friend, who's right here, actually. This is him. He becomes a Super Jihad. He used to write against Islamic Jihad with him until he sees the towers get hit with a second plane, and that's when he re-embraces and resubmits to Islam. This is the part I just mentioned where he gets shot in the back by Osama bin Laden. Blam, blam. After he kills the second in command of Al-Qaeda. And he goes, turns around, you. And that's the brothers. And, it's a battle. It's an escalating battle between them. It gets heavier and heavier, as you'll see in the story. And it's echoed by Pigman versus Super Jihad. And it's, we got a lot of talking heads in here in terms of similar to the Dark Knight Returns, You have television talking heads, news casters, and you have panels at comic book conventions. You have TV. You have a courtroom scenes, and so I got four covers. I got four covers. This one more of a, I guess, traditional superhero cover, even though it was, he's killing that guy with his fist, punching that guy to death. These guys are running away. The guy in yellow is really booking, and then you got these guys with the Kalashnikovs who are shaking. And then you have this cover of Pigman in Jihadist blood. It's a war paint. You have this cover of the main four characters. That's Killian Duke, the cartoonist who creates Pigman. Pigman is the comic book within this quote unquote real story. And Super Jihad echoes his brother, his twin brother. This is a cover, Pigman vowing to end jihad at the tombstones of the Twin Towers. And then I also offer hand-drawn index cards of Pigman. You can get all four covers. You can get digital copies of Pigman. Here's Pigman's symbol on T-shirts. It's September 11th, or 9/11. Capitalist pig, like a dollar sign, or a traditional S, like a Superman, and a few more things in there, but it's pretty packed with the meaning. You get also the war paint. You can get that as a print, 11 by 14. You can get I Want It All pack. You have the trading card, which is here. Submission, impossible. Trading card, the index card, original drawing, the four covers, the print, and the T-shirt. And then you get also, I got another back here, by the way, very, very cool, of Table for One, my first graphic novel / comic book. I was nominated for an Eisner talent deserving of wider recognition based on this, as well as the Russ Manning Most Promising Newcomer Award 2004, 2005, I believe that's what it was, 2004, 2005. And Alex Toth, the great Alex Toth, who I think is the greatest comic book artist of all time, loved it. Went back and forth, correspondence. He, that first postcard that he sent me, I'm blown away, absolutely blown away. I showed it here recently, and original art from my Pigman comic you guys can get. I have a number of them left, and then you also can get a Pigman commission, original drawing of Pigman, penciled and inked by me with an idea by you. I got one backer for that, which is awesome. Thank you. So yeah, guys, this is my comic. It's let me say this one thing. It's unlike any out there. I will say that. The video, you guys can check it out at Fun My Comic. I tried playing it the old day. The sound was not good. It's probably not worth it. I want you guys to experience it the best that you can. It's from a Venmo thing, so it's at 4K. It's really, really high quality. Sounds great. The picture's great. And if there's a vacuum in comics, unlike World War II, all the major comic book companies went after our enemies, took them on. Even in the 60s, you had Tony Stark taking on the Soviets. And then post 9/11, you have Captain America in a half-assed way taking on some form of Al-Qaeda type guys, but who are bitching and moaning about America. And unfortunately, Captain America says, yeah, I understand, guys. No. Once you kill, slaughter innocents, fuck them. There's nothing to understand. They have no complaint. They only use it to get away with more murder. That's what Hamas does, They slaughter innocents, they murder babies, they rape women, and then if in the reaction to that, they bitch and moan about the innocents that they hid behind and got killed to try to stop Israel from, obliterating them. So anyway, there's a vacuum in the post 9/11 comics. Taking on this enemy, and I take it on, ideologically, culturally, politically, and on the battlefield in my comic. Thanks for indulging me, guys. I do appreciate it. I always want to promote my comic when I'm on a live stream, and I'm gonna check out some more comments here. Lord Tapman's comments, those artist editions are awesome. They are awesome. I love them. Mike Hunt also says Transmetropolitan is great. Asian of the Time Outlaw, the Parker books are masterpieces. They absolutely are. Hands down, the best work of, I think, Darwyn Cooke's career. And he didn't get too cutesy in there, as I said, because sometimes he draws the superheroes. He's very masculine superheroes, supposed to be at least. Batman, Superman with very round heads, no chins. It's very weird. Whereas in Parker, you don't get that from Parker. He has that long face, chiseled features, the cheekbones, these big hands with, big knuckles and joints and veins, and it's really, really strong stuff. Yeah, I showed the Martin Martini edition and then the Last Call edition as well. It has every Parker book. I think someone said he did 4. I thought he did 5, but I might be wrong. Um, but the extras in there are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Um, Mike Hunt says Transmetropolitan was the most accurate depiction of the future, our current present. I might have to check it out, guys. Maybe I'll get that first edition C. And you guys said that he did, DC stopped making, I guess, printings of that, but I guess this new one, they find it worth it because it's a high scale. It's a lot more expensive. The full collection. Lord Tapman's comic says, I was flipping through the Bernie Wrightson artist edition today. LOL. Also have the Jim Starlin one. The Bernie Wrightson, which art, Lord Tapman? I'm assuming one of his, not the Frankenstein, right? Or yeah, let me know. I'm curious because that was stunning stuff, guys. Mike Hunt says the one thing it didn't predict was smartphones. I think it kind of did, but not the addiction, right? Mike Hunt says there are ads on everything, even Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock? I'm not sure. SXS. How's it going, SXS? I just read him and Brubaker's initial Catwoman issues. Cook was great. He was great. And it's interesting. Mike Allred inked those issues of Catwoman, the ones that Ed Brubaker wrote, and he gave him a little softer edge. I love Cook when he goes a little sharper, a little more, angular. I love that. And the rough, it's like a dry brush. I love that. I prefer his inks to anyone else, inking him. That's way it ought to be with any artist. I mean, you should be your best inker. You absolutely should be. It's your art. You understand it. You want to enhance it more in the inks in that stage. So I just love that. SXS says, okay, sorry, 1 second. Praetor7 says Cassidy died not long after he released that weird, terrible looking art. I wonder if his health affected his drawing. I don't know. It's possible. Because when you're dealing with health problems, clearly it's not, your health is at the top of your mind. It might really, distract you. It might really take you out of that. It's unfortunate, man. The guy was, way before his time, as with Darwyn Cooke as well. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. SXS says, I think DC's reprinting a lot of Cook stuff in their compact format. I'm waiting for them to do New Frontier. Huh. Could you tell me what they have from the compact format for Cook so far? I doubt they'll have Batman Ego because it's not that thick. It's only like a one shot. Lord Tapman says, I picked up the slipcase edition of Harrow County with Tyler Crook art. He's a liberal douche, but I love his art. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Alan Moore, he's such an asshole in his interviews, everything, but I could reread and Watchmen and just appreciate it as a solid piece of work, as well as Killing Joke and so on. Also, artists. Asian of the Time Outlaws asks, do you have Judge Dredd by Brian Bolland Masterpiece Edition? If you're asking me, no. It sounds great, though. Bolland can really bring it with that incredible brush line. And I assumed, it's so funny. I mentioned his beautiful brush line. I think Ethan was like, well, no, I think he goes digital now. That's unfortunate because only in a sense where it's not the same thing, first of all. It's not. I do it myself. I get on Procreate and mess around, doodle things out, sure. But in terms of the finished work, comic book work, you know, and again, they have these Kniff, Milton Kniff brushes, which are beautiful. I mean, they are, and it's digital, but you get that toothy feel. It's really, really nice. Um, let's see. So I don't have that Asian note of the Time Outlaw. Awesome inks and line work, absolutely. I mean, that's his signature. That incredible. And again, you look at that, you would never assume it's brushwork. You think it's the most detailed pen type things, but the guy was able to control that brush line, that brush in ways that many artists even can't, even longtime pros. And I can imagine looking at the original art on that, um, as Asian the Time Outlaw mentions here, Judge Dredd by Brian Bowen, Masterpiece Edition. That would be interesting to take a close up look at, because you can tell more of the art and what they were thinking with that pure black and white, and also scanned really well, but you can tell that it's not just a pure black. You can see the texture, a little gray, a little here and there, and it's awesome. LOL. Mike T Dub says Ethan appreciated my congratulations on his Boba Fettler action figure sale. It's funny. Lord Tapman's Comics says would love a Cook Arts edition. I know, man. Me too. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder which one. I think I don't know. Maybe the Parker ones, but then again, they're very simple, very stylized. Maybe I'd rather see something more dramatic drawn, because he don't even have a certain times panel borders. It's just like paint. It's great. Um, hey, Lux. I hope you're doing well as well. Praetor 7 says his Slam Bradley stuff is awesome. It really is. It's great. SXS just read this Slam Bradley issue and Catwoman. Very, very cool. And then I remember, if you remember the Javier Pulido, if you guys remember him, he did Cable for a bit. It reminded me a little Toe style. He did the Human Target for a bit. He was really experimenting, going from brushwork to really brittle, thin lines. But interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. He drew She-Hulk for a while, and I remember the quote unquote the Zeros trashing it. And the guy's good when he did those Human Target. He did a Human Target graphic novel as well, which was really good. And he did a 3-issue story with Catwoman, Slam Bradley, and some other stuff. And it was very different. I will say that it was purposefully made like 2-dimensional, like almost flat profiles and straight looks, and wasn't I don't know. It was interesting. That's all. He was an interesting artist. I haven't seen him do anything in a while. Last thing I remember him doing years ago was Star Brand. Star Brand. He did something with that. It wasn't a revival. It was just a one shot with Kenneth Connell, if I remember. That's his guy, the hero's name. Praetor 7 says his art is great, but he's a great storyteller. Absolutely, Praetor. I think Darwyn Cooke was a storyteller first and foremost. I really believe that. I think he was a storyteller who was not concerned too much with the line work, overdoing it. That wasn't his thing. He was, he was a Toth fan, clearly, and Toth wrote a blurb for his first effort, Batman Ego. I think he did something a little before that, some crime something, but that was the first real, because he was in advertising, he was doing animation stuff, and then he came later, at a later age, into comics, and just he kicked ass. I mean, talk about making an impact on day one. That's what he did. He is a storyteller, absolutely right, Praetor. Lord Tapman's Comics says the White Knights are always the biggest pervs. Absolutely, 100%. it's like it never fails. And that's why whenever you see that, you're like, okay, what are they covering up? Even if something doesn't come out yet, you're like, okay, what are they covering up here? What's going on here? SXS says, congrats on 190. Thank you. Hope we do some pitching tonight on the auction. I think I will. I got a few things which will lend towards that. And again, guys, if you're interested, let me know. I have this one. I'm not going to bring it on Ethan's auction stream because, again, of the other guys, Ethan wants to keep, some stuff separate from the Kings. But this is, again, it's Kanye West, who has relegated himself to be Hitler's mustache. He belongs under Hitler's nose. He's always cheerleading for Hitler. It's like, all right, bitch, you're going to do that? You're going to get some shit for it. And you can blame the Jews for canceling you, but you have self-canceled. You have. You think you're being edgy? That's like the corniest shit going. I mean, really is. Hitler's great. Great. Such an idiot. Art says, we getting it in auction tonight? Ethan did mention it on his earlier auction / trashcast. We'll see. Hey, Grey Wolf. How are you? Lord Tapman's comic says his IDW Artist Edition, ton of his Swamp Thing and horror original art. It came out years ago. Are you talking about who are you talking about, Lord Tapman? Not Bissett, Rick Veach, or Bissett? Hail, Duck. Duck Bacon. Mike says, building muscle releases a protein called myokinase. It increases the function of all organs, including bone, and turns on youthful. Okay. I don't know if that's a... Okay, interesting here. Now you got my attention here, Mike. Read Body by Science. Okay, I do know of that book. I know of it. Body by Science by objectivist Dr. Doug McGuff for info on building muscle without spending hours in the gym. Take care of your health. Absolutely take care of your health, guys. I mean, look, man, we do, I don't know. Many of us just don't give a shit, and we act like we live like we're immortal, We're not. We should want to be around for a long time, especially if we have family. Indeed, Mike. Take care of your health. A Man Called Plush. I'm new to pulp, but New Frontier made me think of that era. Masterwork. Yeah. I liked it. It didn't hit me as hard as I think I was hoping it would. Visually, it's great, no doubt. Bernie, okay, okay, right. So he did some Swamp Thing, I guess pre-Moore and all that. Right. Artibor says, EVS is at the casino right now. I don't know that. Maybe. Well, let's see. I hope he does the auction. I got a few things here. I got 4 things. I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but I think it's a good enough mixture. It's 2 things from the Kings that we drew live on the air from Frank Miller. I did 2 in that one night, and also a Pigman. And I got this old. I got this old one. Also, this is 20. Let me show you guys. This is now 23 years old. This was I sold one of these. It was like a flip on this. It was white background, I think black within there, and now it's just a flip on that with different lettering. This is the cover to my first graphic novel, but it's not what it ended up being. I just wanted to draw 3 or 4 different types and see what would work. This is a 14 by 17. I got this one as well, Pigman, with his pigskin leather fist about to crack a jihadist's jaw. And then I got the, if you saw them, guys, I got the Catwoman, because Frank Miller's been doing some hard covers, and we just were trying to redo them in our own style. And then also he did a Sabretooth. And this is my interpretation of Miller's Sabretooth. So yeah, that's what I'm going to offer tonight. We got 4 pieces. And hopefully he has it. We get on and sell it well. So yeah, I don't know that art. Do you know that, or you're assuming? Um, Mike Hunt says artists are bent into the shape of a chair. At least Bob Ross would stand and paint. That's funny. Yeah, man, it is. I don't know. I never used the excuse though of being an artist, writing and drawing to excuse, you know, bad health and bad shape. I know artists do that, but there's no reason. You can always take care of that. You can spend hours and hours doing that, and then also work out, eat well, take care of yourself. It's not always the case. Yeah. So those who just kept popped in, Art of Roy says I have a few pieces if I'm invited on just a cheesecake. I guess cheesecake pieces. Cool. I'd like to see it, Roy. Yeah, so this is my book. Ha. Stormtrooper Julian Caesar says Ethan is in a pie coma. That's funny. I think he said 6 or 7, but we'll see. Just keeps the time by his desk. That's funny, guys. Yeah, so this is my campaign, guys. I'm just gonna go over it again quick. Here's I'll show you about 9 pages of art. You can get a good idea. And I didn't mention this, but I'll mention it now. When all is said and done, these will be remastered. I'm going to look through every single page and see what I can do to punch it up, to improve it. These are now, this is maybe 15 years old. Issue 1 will be issue 1 and 2 combined with new material, with redrawn stuff, with extra scenes, moments, double page spread, like a splash page near the end, and a few other things. And also, I might redo some of the lettering. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see wherever I can improve it. I will, and that'll take a little time, and then hopefully, we will see. And I got the 4 covers. Here's a cover 1, killing jihadists. Close up of Pigman with his pigskin leather. Again, he wears pigskin in order to exploit the Islamic enemy's bigotry. Oh, I love it. I think I chuckled when I first thought of that. Here's the main characters, Killian Duke and Salam Duka, twins. One becomes a recovered Muslim, one becomes a born-again Muslim. And then these are Pigman and Super Jihad, and this is from the mind of Killian Duke. Within the comic, of course, are all my characters, but I just thought I wanted to go a little deeper, a little more cultural. And then while I enjoy seeing Pigman, pound these guys out of existence, I wanted to get into the psychological, into the philosophical, into the ideology, all these battles that go on, and also the emotional story of the twin brothers. They should be, allies, friends, best friends, soulmates, but they're not. They're at war. And the Pigman story, gives you like a super version of that war, where it's a super war between superpowered anti-jihadists and a jihadist superheroes. This is Pigman vowing to end jihad, whether he can or not. That is his vow. He wants to. I also draw Pigman on in hard index cards. They're like the hardest index cards I've seen. I was gonna use them as backing boards for my stickers, but they didn't quite fit. So I said, okay, I might as well use them because I got a whole stack. And the one thing about these index cards is they're not like thin where it absorbs the ink. The ink stays on it, and it's really like a sharp black ink, like a strong black look. You can get all 4 covers. You can also get a digital copy, which I think overseas people are doing. I want to give that option because again, some people are just readers. They don't want to pay the $35 shipping, which is more than the comic, which is unfortunate. But that's where we are. Pigman symbol T-shirt, Pigman war paint print. I want it all pack. Here's my trading card. I just added it a few days ago. I'm gonna add something else also, guys. I have a flip book that has I've been sitting on the files for almost a year now, which is crazy. I think it is almost a year, and now it looks like my longtime printer is willing to print it. But though it was two something by four, right? Now they said they'll print it, but if it's 4 by 4. So what I'm going to do is I have a full cover, but when you open it up, it'll be black on top, black on bottom, like a movie, like the what do you call that type of thing, guys? Letterbox edition, I guess, if that's what it is. I don't know, but black on top, black on bottom, because I thought about expanding the art within, and it loses. I want to use everything that I did. It'd just be a different form now. And again, no other printer would print it for me, so I'm relegated to just having it printed by 4 by 4. It's not ideal, but I can get it done, and I might add that to to this campaign. I think I will as another reward. And then also we'll see in terms of maybe other covers. I feel my way around this. By issue 2, I think I will really get the hang of crowdfunding. And then also a number of people asked me to add my now out of print first book, Table for One, which Alex Toth loved. Daddy's Kitchen. It's 21 years old now. It's crazy. It's hard to believe. There'll be a new printing of that. It's square bound, 81 pages, black and white, with gray wash on the inside. It's gray wash. I sell original art for my Pigman comic. I have a number of pages. Most of the pages, I just sold a few, but I have most of the pages available. And then also this Pigman commission. So yeah, that's my pitch, guys. That's my second pitch. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. And if you're on the fence, ask away. Let me know. Why are you on the fence? Let me know, guys. I would appreciate it. Okay. Art of Roy says it was the running joke in the chat earlier today, but it's based on EBS saying his loan auctions are casino money. I see. Right. Art of Roy says Lepresti is on at that time. Okay. I see, guys. That's funny. Makes sense, yeah. 1 second, guys. Let me just try something here. Trying to think of something. Show you guys. I showed this. I think I showed the color versions a little earlier. These are the black and white, and I think it's also in a different language. I think this is Alex Toth Torpedo. Did I show you guys this or the color versions? I'm curious. I think I may have shown you just this, and I don't want to repeat it, but it's just beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. Crime Comics by Toth. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to see what else I can pull up here in terms of just these beautiful, visuals. Here's something that jumped out at me. I don't know how you pronounce it. Chiron Dwyer. He did this Riddler story that Chuck Dixon wrote. I thought he did such a great job, man. Such a really nice, thick work from the. It's probably brushwork, even though you have some pens that could, make it seem like it's brush. It's just strong stuff, man. It's really nice stuff. I don't know where he's been in terms of. Look at this, guys. That's just strong stuff on every level. Really good work there. Really good line work. Great anatomy. Great pose. Action pose. Getting their asses kicked. It's awesome. Batman looks great. Looks jacked. And then this also, beautiful. The silhouettes. I'll see if I can pull out anything else here, guys. I'm trying to think what is here. Hollywood. Excuse me. My stomach's growling again. Apologize. If you didn't hear it, cool. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to be looking for something. Just the comic strips. Graham Nolan was talking about something. He was looking at this one Spider-Man comic strip, or not comic strip, sorry, a Spider-Man comic book where the talking heads were a little off looking. They weren't quite, as visually entertaining as they could be. And he said that, what's his name here again? Sorry. Alex Kotsley? Kotsky? I think it's Kotsky, not Kotsley. Sorry. But some of these comics of ours were just fantastic. I mean, look at that. Look at that guy right there. Look at that character. Look at that work. Bold, strong, fun. Good stuff, man. The old comic strip artists. And you guys were doing this on a daily basis. I mean, that's how good they were. Look at this. Beautifully finished work. They do as far as I know, they do the lettering, the penciling, the inking, everything. That's just good stuff, man. A little blurry there. Sorry, guys. It's awesome. Very, very fun. I can look for a little more, guys. Let's see. Things that will jump out. Just a show. Alex Raymond, who also tragically died younger. Just absolutely terrible in a terrible car accident. And what's his name? Dave Sim, The Strange Death of Alex Raymond. And it's an interesting book. I showed it on screen the old day. But he's great. I mean, look at this. That's just a great drawing. The shadow, the anatomy, the drama, everything looks rock solid. Just rock solid. It's great line work. Great brush work. It's awesome. I got a number of these artists here. That's just great stuff, guys. Look at this. Look at all the faces, how unique from the other they are. I love when artists do that because some just don't do that. Look, there's also the consistency of putting that a checker shirt and knowing that which way it'll turn and twist and go around his body. I mean, this guy put in the work. I mean, look at this. Look at those hands. Look at that. It looks like an Al Williamson drawing. Where clearly he was influenced by it, but still, it's just beautiful. That fine brushwork. Look at that. So good. It's fantastic. I'll check out some more comments, guys. Mike, okay. I'm on the fence. Australian tax is killing me. I get it, man. It's expensive as hell shipping. I do have the digital version. So think about it, Mike. Praetor 7. Yes, that's what it was from Praetor. Alex Kotsky, I believe Kotsky. Hey, Lisa. Alex Kotsky. And now this is Alex Raymond. I got a number of these artists. It's interesting, right? You got these, we all love comic book artists, and that's what we talk about mainly. But some of these comic strip artists were exceptional, just absolute great. And I would have loved to have seen how they would have handled comic books, crime comics and whatnot, like the Parker, adaptations, like Alex Raymond doing a full-blown crime comic book graphic novel. I would love to have seen it because it's a different feel. I mean, these guys, the three panels, they're limited by that in a lot of ways. But man, the art is just, again, exceptional. It's beautiful, and it's telling. Like You have Alex Toth, his top 10 artists. Most of them were illi- most of them were comic strip artists. Noel Sickles was his number one. Bill Caniff, Roy Crane, who I mean, if you think about the father, the granddaddy of it all, it's Roy Crane, and then you know Bill Caniff, and then the others, and then Noel Sickles. But Toth himself, however much he Ghost drew Aquila, I think it was called Aquila, a strip for a bit without his name on there. But it was incredible, man. And so Toth learned from these guys, but his thing was comic books. That's what he wanted to do. He didn't necessarily do comic strip art regularly, at least, or his own character. Even though he said sometimes he kicks himself and says he wanted to see a whole stack of comic strip art by him, written, penciled, inked, lettered, did the works. But there's something to be said about these guys that just I think they're extraordinary artists, and I would have loved to have seen them expand from that three-panel daily, strips to a full comic books. This is great stuff, guys. I mean, look at this. Look at the light and shadow. Look at the bold placement of the blacks. Boom. Just bold as hell. Everything is hand drawn from the door lines. There's no ruler there, and I love that. Shows a lot more character, a lot more of the human touch in the best way. It's awesome. I mean, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. Man. And I wonder, brushwork, sure, it's almost a given, but was it all brushwork? Or was it like Hubert, who said he laid down, he inked first with a pen and then added the brushwork after the fact? I can't say 100%. It looks like little pen also in some of these parts. Look at that, guys. I mean, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Alex Raymond. Again, this is Alex Raymond. Hmm. Look at cross hatching, even on the lips, and it works beautiful. I think I like the one so much. I put it in there twice. Look at this. That cross hatching also in background for the shadow in place of gray wash. I also put this one twice and this one. What the hell, guys? I have a number of these pieces repeated in here. But look at this. That nice little touch right there is not just a bold line for a woman. For a woman, especially, you want to soften up a little. For the men, that's fine. Make the line thick and sharp. For the woman, make it just lightly there for the nose, turned up a little. Great choice, man. Great choice. Look at that profile, beautiful. And the hair, that brushwork, it's awesome. His signature was wild too. Look at that, very fanciful, beautiful. I love this also, man. Thick. I guess that's it. Huh. Okay. Let's see what else is here. I also have these illustrators who did. Now this is Manfred Sommer. Manfred Sommer. I don't know where else I can find his work, but this is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful stuff. Manfred Sommer. And guys, I just Ralph Keys. Let me find his name right now. I got 2 comics of his just today. Just today. Let me find Ralph Meyer. Ralph Meyer. I just ordered 2 of the digital comics of his. He's great. I mean, he's absolutely great. I'll show you a few of the images here, but look at this, guys. That's beautiful line work. Beautiful, sharp contrast with the black and white. Frank Capra. Look at that. It's awesome. Let me find it quick, guys. If I can find it here. I think I just put it into my thing. It should have brought it over. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me just double check, guys. Uh, you know what? 1 second, guys. Sorry if you could hear that. Apologize. There's some stuff going on loud here. Okay, guys, check this out. This is Ralph Meyer. I should have known about him before. I didn't until today, and I just snapped up 2 of his comic books, The Undertaker, translated into English. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Someone said that he was Mobius's favorite artist. I mean, it looks like Mobius. Did Mobius, take from him? It looks like. If that's the case, I don't know. I mean, look at that. Looks like Blueberry. Looks like the old Western comics that Mobius did. I don't necessarily care for all that, stuff, but this guy knows the stuff. I mean, look at this. Also, this is what I like. Not too choppy and just beautiful and bold. And boom. Look at that. That's awesome. Great color as well. Great color. Yeah, I just discovered this guy today. I think someone was posting about Ralph Meyer. Look at that, guys. I mean, it's just awesome. Look at this. Great, great, great texture. Great, great background. Strong stuff, man. Just very, very strong. I can read some more comments, guys, and then I guess we can get going. I wonder if he's going to have the stream. If so, good. I want to sell some stuff, and hopefully people would be interested. 1 second, guys. Apologize. Okay. Art Roy says a lot of European artists still draw this way. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't know enough of them. I don't know enough about them. I should. Not all of them get translated, I believe, but I definitely want to read the comics, not just look at the beautiful pictures. I'm a reader first and foremost. I like these. I love these collections, but I get these. I get these. Sorry, guys, I hit the mic. I get the collections because I love the comics. Um, Praetor 7. I've got a book called Mort Cinder or something that reminds me a lot of this. If you could remind me of that, because I know that name. I know the name. I don't think it's the name of the artist. Also, I think it's the name of the comic. If I'm right. Okay. Yes, Art of Roy. Didn't Valiant have a bunch of artists who drew this way, old school style? Just look at early Eternal Warrior and Bloodshot. Eternal Warrior. What was his name? I think he was an Australian artist, really good, just rock solid, rock solid. Um, Dixon, John Dixon, John Dixon. That's what name comes to mind. It was solid. It was just good storytelling. Everything's sound. Not too much flourish. Everything just rock solid. Mike says Frazetta was ghost artist of the woman's bodies in Little Annie Fanny for a short while. Huh. Mike says you can tell which issues. Interesting. Praetor 7 says Ralph Meyer did The Undertaker right. Yes, yes. I got volume 1 and 2. I was just gonna get volume 1 to see if I like it, but I'm so excited, to discover really good artists. I'm like, you know what? Let me get 2 volumes, and then if I like the story, awesome. I'll just keep going, and they're translated, which is awesome. It looks great. It just looks great. It looks like a master of art, of storytelling. I think does, because this is 2020. This image here, those look pretty recent. If he was Mobius's favorite artist, I mean, he's not a peer of his. I imagine. Mobius died a while back, and he was pretty old. I don't know. I'd like to find out. I just know that I want to check this out because it's something really interesting. Um, Mike says Frazetta did some X-rated paintings too. I think his family tried to bury that fact. Is that right? Why? I mean, he did beautiful stuff. I mean, X-rated. Okay, I guess if you mean pornography, maybe they would want to do that. But right, right. Praetor 7. Mort Cinder was drawn by Alberto Breccia. I guess Breccia probably. These Italian artists, now, I'm assuming this is one as well, but I don't, by the name, I can't say for sure. Um, some of the Italian artists are fantastic, man. Fantastic. Mike Buster Bosch art. I do it too much, but you know what? The reason why I think I bring it closer to my mouth because I want you guys to make sure that you hear me. I had too many mic problems early on, so I guess I'm trying to overcompensate and make sure it's good. Okay, Argentine. Okay, Brescia. But some of those Italian artists were, great. Um, Mike says he painted a few interracial sex scenes. It's all in good fun and very silly, but some people thought it was racist. Racist to have interracial sex scenes? How? How's that racist? Huh. Here's Johnny says, will this be available to watch after the stream ends? I missed the beginning. Of course, yeah. I have all my streams for the last 6, 7 months. Cook was awesome. Really liked his Batman Beyond stuff. Yeah, he did the designs for that as well. He does sound Italian Praetor. Yeah, this guy's great. My cut says you can find Frazetta's X-rated paintings if you search hard enough. I imagine there are more out there. I guess yeah, you would have to search hard for that. Pun intended, but check this out. Tom Purvis or Purves, I don't know. But what a striking image. I mean, look at this. And that nice little reflection there that fades out. Look at this. Look at that guy's face. Look at her hair. Look at the texture. And I love it all fades into black. All the tuxedos. She stands out completely. You see no one else's shoes or feet except hers. Very strong. This woman's giggling about it. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. There's some great art out there. I'm just trying to collect it all. And Wally Wood, Harvey Kurtzman. Look at this, guys. Look at this beautiful work, man. I was talking about Wally Wood yesterday. How Graham Nolan wrote that one post about it. Says, guys, like more or less a wake-up call. Like a cautionary tale. You don't want to end up like Wally Wood. At 51, he was living in a shithole apartment with a big bucket to take care of the dripping ceiling. His bed was his chair for his writing. He was writing on a typewriter in a small little table. He probably ate on there as well. He died 3 years later. Check it out. I talked about it yesterday, and I went back and forth with Graham on it about certain things. I'm like, okay, I agree mostly. But in terms of seeing yourself as a businessman first, artist second, I think that when you're in the act of creation, that should go full throttle. You're an artist. When you're done with that, and when you want to send it into the marketplace in any capacity, in any form, I think then you become the businessman and you focus on that. Because right now, I'm promoting my campaign. I love doing these streams. I don't want to just have it all on my campaign. It's not good for me or you guys or for the show. If I have a show, even it's just a channel that I have here. But this is great stuff, man. This is look at this. That's as good as you can make that right there. Smart placement of whites. Not put all the detail here. Just keep it white there, and that's blown off right there. It's just good. New Orleans. It says here by Harvey Kurtzman and Wally Wood. I'm assuming Kurtzman wrote it, maybe did layouts. I can't say 100%, But Wally Wood clearly did the finishes clearly. He had that great outline shadows on faces and bodies on everything. Really, look at that. I wonder, what kind of colors could just take that and make it great. Um, Sebastian Kruger. Look at this. Look at this Joker, Jack Nicholson, and look at this one. Look at that one, guys. That's outrageous. It's outrageous, and it still looks like him. Um, Frazetta, Mike says, Frazetta, you'd like to draw primal times, so darker skinned fellows may have looked a bit racist. I don't even, I don't buy that bullshit. I just don't, You're going to draw black people, you're going to draw black people, you're going to draw, it's like even people call me, racist for drawing Al Qaeda, you know, or terrorists in any way racist. It's just stupid. I draw some terrorists as Arab, some as black, some as white. That's just it. Some Persians and so on. Um, Mike says the painting of Tarzan getting captured by naked women used to have a big bonnet in it, but he painted a line. A loincloth when he sold it. Interesting. Eventually, Frazetta's wife took his key to his gallery from him because he kept painting over his old paintings. Huh. George Lucas to them. Is that right? I thought he was a hard guy who didn't give a shit what anyone thought, from what I gather. I read the interview with him with that piece of shit and Gary Groth and the Comics Journal. Came off like a guy who just didn't give a shit, but I guess he did. Unfortunate. This is, again, Sebastian Kruger. He's incredible. What an incredible painter. Hell of a caricaturist. All right, guys. Speaking of Wally Wood, this was Alex Toth's tribute to him. I showed it once before, but I'll show it again to him and someone else who died. I forgot. Let's see, quick. Okay, Russ Manning. And again, I was nominated for Russ Manning Most Promising Newcomer Award. Basically, this is Toth's tribute to them. It's called Taps. Check it out. Fully black panel. Little bouncy things, silhouettes. And this guy comes up, he starts dancing. He starts having fun. People are getting annoyed. It's like, what the hell? Look at that. That shot. Toth's crops might be the best crops. I mean, look at this. He cropped that drawing there beautifully, interestingly. Something that people would want to show fully. Sometimes he cropped, half the faces off, corners of the eyes and stuff. It looked awesome. Look at this. Look at the naturalness. The simple lines of the, look at that pose right there. Look at that. Look at his hands. And these people are getting pissed. This guy's having too much fun. He's not bothering them, really. He's not making a sound, but, hey, what is it with this guy? Jerk, not so, maybe. Loony from a funny farm. Grumble, 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 grumble. Grumble, grumble. And the more he goes off, he's dancing. That's enough. No more dancing. Go away, you nut. Out, out. He's like, oh, shit. Okay. I didn't think I was doing anything too bad. Walks away. Dedicated to Wally Wood and Russ Manning. So 1981. Wow. Love that. Absolutely love it. One second, guys. Robert Bug. I got all these artists here. That's fun, but then check this one out. Look at this. That is awesome. Look at the foreshortening there. It looks absolutely perfect. Everything just rock solid. Robert Bug. That's solid too. Great lighting. Great drawing. Also, a photographer here. Check out this photographer, Fan Ho. His name is Fan Ho. Check out his photography. Look at this, guys. This is beautiful stuff, man. Um, Let me check out some more comments. Mike's got a lot to say here. So let's see what you got, Mike. Mike says Frazetta to me is like Toth to you, I guess. Maybe, but I can appreciate all these detail artists. Well, then again, Frazetta he drew that one werewolf story where the entire werewolf was like in silhouette. It was a really stunning choice. Part of me wanted to see it full, but I liked it because it was a bold move. He drew the entire werewolf as a silhouette throughout the entire story. Maybe slight little glimpse, maybe, but it was mainly a silhouette. Bold move, man. Very bold. Fan ho. Check this out, guys. I show you guys this before in my great images file. That's when photography goes into art. It's like he just, it's incredible. Let me check out a few more. Yeah, this guy's good, man. Look at that. It's like a little panel, like a scene in a story. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. The rich, different shades of gray on every level. Darker there, white there. Beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. Nice. Look at that. Framed. Beautiful. Look at that. Awesome. I wonder where he was. He was in a higher plane here, clearly. Just great shots, man. Look at this. It's like a little story here. Look at the beauty of that. Heavy, heavy frame black, and then a beautiful splash of colors, yellow and red, and that's awesome. Hmm. Hmm. Nice, man. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Yeah, beautiful. All right, guys. I'm still gonna look through here for a bit, and then I'm gonna get going. But I just want to finish this up, and then check out some more, and then hopefully Ethan has the auction stream, can sell some stuff. I just love the different shades of gray. And look at that. They would be white. They'd be black otherwise. Those buildings, but I love that. Look at that. It looks like almost like a drawing with a gray wash. Hmm. That's awesome. What a great shadow. Look at that face. Wow. Hmm. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Boom, boom, and then right there. I love it. His stuff, because sometimes you get artists, photographers who just do like landscapes and stuff, even artists, And I always resented it when there was no human there. I was like, what the hell? Where are the humans? It seems like this guy understands that however beautiful this is, and it is, and the shadow and the shading is beautiful, but then you got this human being there and just enhances it, just brings it to real life. There's always people in his pictures. I love that. That's the thing that makes it, I think, great. Just it's not just the backgrounds. They're not just backgrounds. These things, people, they mean something here. Look at this. Tran Mock. I don't know. Sometimes these names, they don't come off the tongue well. It's like, damn. Tram Mock. Arthur Sarnoff. Arthur Sarnoff. Look at this guy. Clearly like a, advertising art, but man, it's on a next level. It's beautiful. It's really well done. The shading is fantastic. The anatomy, everything about it. It's really well done. Cute. Look at that. That's awesome. Again, this is Arthur Sarnoff, one of the many illustrators I've come across and just gotten to my files. I wonder if no more comments. You guys going somewhere? Did you go somewhere, or I still got a good amount of eyeballs here. What I want to, what's going on? I don't know. Curious. It looks like most of our eyeballs are on X, but they don't want to interact too much. I guess that's what's happening. Arthur Sarnoff. That's really, really good. Beautifully drawn. That is fun. That yellow really works. You wouldn't think that it would, but it does. Big time. Yeah, Roy, I didn't intend to. Would that give me a strike? Would that? Is that how they do it, even for advertising art? Tom Lovell, another artist. Usually these guys drew covers for magazines and also, okay. What are the chances you think art? And how do they even find that? It must be some algorithm where they know that there's something in there, or I'm curious how that happens. I didn't even intend to show that, but I thought it looked great. Okay. Would you recommend that I just take that part out? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I might do that. Look at this though, guys. This is just, again, this is work for magazines that they did back in the day. And look at the quality, the incredible high quality of this. I see. Okay. I think I might just take it out because I don't want this to get taken down, this thing. I don't want any of my live streams to get taken down. I think this guy's great too. Got a lot of these artists. Joe Bowler. Let me just view it first to see if there's anything in there. Joe Bowler, one of these other great illustrators. Hello, Jeremy. They did these a lot of times. These were for like magazine stories. Yeah, just don't use the words to tip it off. Yeah, I didn't actually. But there are always rats around, as you said. The snitches always lurking, looking to get to trouble. There's always like a thumbs down person here, and they're not here today, but that means some kind of probably enemy just looking to extract anything from here because the Wheelers did that. They got clips of my streams and thought that using my words would be enough to condemn me. It's like, these are my words. I stand completely by them. whatever you think. Doesn't matter. You're stupid, uninformed. When I say that the most devout Muslims are monsters, that's a fact. That's not just me being a mean guy. It's a fact. The most devout ones are monsters. Art of Roy says, I've had to paint a few of these types of illustrations for ad agencies, all in gouache. Yeah, man. I've used gouache myself, Roy. I liked it a lot. I think I was trying to go for watercolor. It wasn't quite working. And the gouache gave me a little more oomph. You know, it was pretty solid. This is The Werewolf by Frazetta. I was talking about Mike, if you're still here, where he drew the werewolf all in silhouette. Very, very striking. A bold choice. Very bold. Look at this art, man. It's fantastic. Look at those faces, man. And that line work, that brush work. Okay, this is not an exact silhouette clearly, but it's striking as hell. It's awesome. It's not your typical werewolf look, but the bulk of it was done in all shadow. He never got a real sharp, clear look at that. Look at this guy's. Look at his teeth. Look at that. He didn't make the lips around it. Yeah, the guy thought he took out the werewolf and then realizes, oh shit, I'm turning into werewolf as well. Pretty wild. All right, guys, I can go through all this stuff, but I do got to get going, actually. Mike Bogdanov, who did Superman for years, who also did Power Pack, and then, of course, he did the Fantastic Four versus X-Men, which I think Ethan says that's the comic that brought him into comics. That was the one. Art Wars, I use them all. Gouache, oils, acrylics, inks, dyes, watercolors, whatever it gets the job. And yeah, great ink washes. I worked in, ink wash, my first book, and other ones after that, illustrations. But gouache was the one that I really liked. Whatever reason, I don't really paint, but I said, you know what? I want to do these paintings of the Star Wars paintings. I sold the originals the last few auctions ago. I just liked the way it looked, and it wasn't as watery clearly as the watercolor, where it's more opaque. I guess you can actually add on to it. It was just nice. It was easy to work with it as well. Oils I used many years ago. Um, it's right now for many years just pen and ink really, and then digital colors for the last 15 years, 20 years at least. But it's a great drawing by John Bogdanov. I think it's awesome, guys. You take care. Be well. I will talk to you guys next time, and I'm gonna see if I can just clip that out because I don't want these rats to mess with it. I didn't intend to show that it was a nudity, female top. Anyway, guys, you take care. Be well, man. Until next time, okay? Thanks. I'll see you tonight or not. I don't know on the auction stream. We will see. Take care, guys.